So everyone loves a good snack, right? The reason everyone loves a good snack is because if you're watching a show and you just want something to do while watching it, the reason a snack's great is because you can just munch on something. It adds a lot more value to the show, okay? So what I'm having here today is a snack that my grandfather came up with. My grandfather is from Panama and he loves a good pretzel. And the reason he loves pretzels is because there's just like a crunch and he loves the salt. But he just felt that there wasn't enough like flavor or like there wasn't anything special about them. So my grandfather came up with this family recipe, okay? So what he did was he added garlic and then olive oil to pretzels and then baked it at 375 for about 12 minutes. So I'm gonna run that down today, okay? So when I was a child, my grandfather always baked this for me and my brother and my sister. And when he did, he would put them in these big old jars. And he would give us them, and they lasted about a week for each kid. And so these are a great recipe for anyone. When I was a kid, I loved it, and I still love them. So people of all ages love them, okay? So we have big pretzels. You want 2 bags of these family-sized pretzels. You can do any brand, but this brand I personally love. And make sure they're family-sized, and make sure they're big pretzels, not small pretzels. You want big, about like girth pretzels, okay? So you want to so when you have them, you're gonna want to break them, okay? Break them into, it actually kind of does matter. So you want them to be like this. If they're too small, it'll just be like these small little like grams into the oven. So you want them a good medium size, just about this, okay? And when you have them in a bowl about this size, make sure there's enough room to mix it. So I'm gonna have a 1/3 cup of olive oil. Get a 1/3 cup, and before you add in the garlic powder, you wanna shake it. This, I personally found, works best. All right, so once you have this and you're shaking it, it should about just spread all the olive oil everywhere. The reason you wanna do the olive oil before you add in the garlic powder is because the olive oil allows the garlic powder to stick to the pretzels. So make sure that is spread thoroughly. And then you want to grab your garlic powder, okay? And then you want 3 teaspoons. So that's 1 teaspoon. And then through each teaspoon, you want to mix it. The reason you want to mix it is so you make sure not only the pretzels on top have the garlic powder, but the pretzels all over. So you want to do 3 teaspoons, and each time you get a teaspoon, you want to mix. It's very important to spread it out, okay? So another teaspoon, I mean, and then just mix. And then this will be our last teaspoon, okay? And while we're doing all this, you're gonna wanna make sure to have a baking tray out. So once all these are done mixing, you're gonna wanna place them on a baking tray. So I have about 2 bags worth of family-sized big pretzels, and then you're gonna come all the way over here, and then you're gonna lay them out on a baking sheet, okay? Now, when you have these on a baking sheet, you want to pat it down and shake it. And then don't be afraid to get your hands messy, okay? You wanna make sure to spread it out evenly. Some are gonna have more garlic powder than others, that's fine. Just as long as they all have about close to an even amount of garlic powder. And then the oven, you want it to be on 375. You wanna place it down, and then here's the tray, and then boom. That's in, that's all you need to do. And then set a timer for about 12 minutes, okay? 12 minutes. Now, once you have that done, you're gonna wanna do one thing, and one thing only. Just enjoy them. Take them out, place it on a tray, and then that's it, it's simple. And then, once you have them on a tray, you can put them in any jar, bag. You can put them in a bag or a big old jar. So you're gonna wanna place them in a jar. That's all you need. A simple snack recipe, and then you're solved. So go ahead, grab these. My granddad loves them, I love them, my family loves them. Just treat yourself.